igazság kedvéért, most hamarabb kezdünk. Na nem kell sokkot kapni, pár perccel mindössze. Az ég az továbbra is borzasztóan néz ki, meg úgy az egész tud, nem tudom, remélem megoldódik. Ma nem ezen fogunk görcsölni, amúgy is alig látok a bal szememre, a jobbra meg régen se láttam, úgyhogy igazándiból ez mindegy is. Lényeg a lényeg, hogy el kell menni a Rozáriába a Márta Reszthez, mert ott fent forgás van. Majd, hogyha ott végeztünk, akkor mehetünk a sivatagi városba, ahol szintúgy éppen rájuk jár a rúd a kristály elpusztítása miatt, tehát nagyjából a mi sorunk az egész. Illetve ott van Joshuának a csaja, akit ki kéne hozni. Meg talán még valaki. Most így hirtelen nem ugrik be, de mint hogyha nem csak Joshuának a csaja lenne ott. Lehet, hogy tévedek.
My lord Marquis, is that you? It is you. Then you received my letter. I am Sebastian Rutherford, chief steward of your lord uncle's estate.
I don't know.
Of course. We met once before.
Yes, my lord. Thank you for coming.
And what was so sensitive that you couldn't put it in writing?
1,000 apologies, my lord. I did not mean to offend. I merely...
It's all right. Continue.
I am here at Martha's Rest, at the behest of your lord uncle, tasked with learning what I am able of the realm's current state of affairs. And what I have learned is grim. The fall of the Mother Crystals has left Storm in a state of utter disarray. The subsequent darkening of the heavens has only made things worse. Akashic attacks, once unthinkable, are now commonplace. The gears of governance have ground to a halt, and without a steady hand on the tiller, the realm threatens to drift into utter chaos. Your lord uncle, however, believes there is a way to avoid this fate, and is determined to see it set in motion.
That sounds like quite the undertaking.
It is. Hence my having enlisted the aid of several colleagues serving the 7 high houses. Alas...
Alas.
I have lost contact with 2 of those colleagues already. They are both able-bodied and trained in the sword, yet in these dark times, even that may not prove sufficient to keep a man safe on the road.
So you want me to find them? I'll need to know where they went.
One I sent to investigate the Republic,
Na, világgá
the other
mentek,
the
bazd
old
meg.
imperial capital of Oriflamme.
That doesn't exactly narrow it down. I suppose I'll start in Dalamil and work my way east.
Thank you, my lord. I shall pray for your success and safety.
Jó, hát meg kell keresni 2 fantasztikus világutazó harcost. Eltűntek valahol bal fenéken.
It's not going to be easy finding one man in an entire republic.
Hát igen, egy ember nem könnyű megtalálni egy ekkora helyen.
Let's hope someone here's seen something.
The bandits may be known, but look what they've left us.
Mummy, are the bad men going to come back?
The gentlemen of the town guard are strapped from.
Someone's got himself in trouble.
I don't see your master here, so you can start by giving us all the coppers in your purse.
I already told you, I have nothing.
Then maybe we'll take that pretty outfit and the steel you're wearing.
Hello, srácok, nem veszitek
Please!
el.
These men are trying to rob me!
I'll deal with this.
Thank you.
You that one's master, then? If you kindly pay the coin he owes us, we can pretend you didn't draw your blade on Republican soldiers.
Or you can go back to your garrison and I won't report you to your captain.
Oh, you're more than welcome to. He hasn't had many visitors since we slit his throat.
Igen, hát már vannak, akik dezertálnak, valóban. Hát az ott nyegcsend.
I'd expect as much from Hugo's faithful, but these were men of the fist.
Much has changed in the Republican army since they lost their rock.
You've seen this kind of thing before, then?
Many times. I was sent here to observe the situation.
You're one of Rutherford's men. He sent me to look for you.
Well, then you have my thanks. I fancy I could defend myself against one, perhaps two, but...
No, hát azért az ezredtel odébb volt.
I arrived in Dalimil several days ago, but when I called upon the captain of the local garrison to make inquiries, his men confiscated my effects and locked me in a cell.
The captain is no more. And his men make the rules now.
Fortunately, I was able to bribe my way free, only to be stopped again by those soldiers you so kindly dispatched.
What of the Fist's Central Command? Surely they wouldn't allow such lawlessness amongst their ranks.
I would imagine they are unaware of it. Most of the army has fallen back to the capital and hunkered down behind her walls. Those who weren't recalled now rule the fringes unchecked, answering to no one but themselves.
Then it's worse than we imagined. You should return to Rosaria. It's not safe here.
I'll find a caravan heading north. You won't mind if I borrow one of these soldiers' coin purses?
Nem. Nekik már nem kell, de... ja, hát valamiből ki kell fizetni a visszautat.
Now, to find this second associate of Rutherford's. If he was bound for Oriflamme, I'll start at Northreach and see if I can pick up his trail.
Legyen úgy. Hűha. Meg is betöltötte.
There's a lot of road between here and the capital. Rutherford's man could be anywhere.
Á, megtaláljuk, easy lesz.
What happened here?
If you're with the others, They've already relieved me of my belongings.
I'm not. I'm looking for someone who was sent here by a man named Rutherford.
And then you found him. I am Alistair Rockford, attendant to the Lady Ariane of House Wellesley.
Of the 7 high houses of Rosaria. It's been a long time since last I saw my great-aunt. Is she well?
My Lord Marquis? Yes. Yes, she is. The Lady Dowager has granted me leave to assist your Uncle Stuart. I was on my way back from the old capital when I saw some villagers being robbed on the road here.
Bandits.
They looked more like field hands, but it didn't matter in the end. I did what I could to help the victims, but all it earned me was a pommel to the temple.
Legalább megpróbálta.
South, toward the gate.
All right. I'll take care of them. Founder knows I've met enough of their kind. You head back to Northreach, visit the Vale, tell them I sent you.
Thank you. I shall. Founder be your shield.
They just couldn't resist, could they?
Szerintem megvannak.
This one's ours, pretty boy.
Hello, viszlát.
Make for the town while you can. There may be more bandits nearby.
You don't need to tell me twice. Many thanks, traveler.
This looks to be all of them.
I thought I told you to make for the Vale.
And stand by as ill might befall the heir to the ducal throne.
It's just Clive, and I'm fine. Which is more than can be said for you.
I will survive.
Strange that the garrison wouldn't intervene in such a brazen attack so close to their gates.
The garrison have their hands full inside the city. Some days they don't even send out patrols. There are few hands left to work the fields, and even fewer to transport the grain. The market stalls are nearly bare, and the price for what remains is exorbitant. It's not uncommon to see a fight break out over a crust of bread.
Hát igen, kevés az ember, kevés a zöld, kevés a kaja, kevés a
I meant
minden.
it. They were probably just desperate.
Rockford, listen to me. If you are to continue your investigation, you first need to seek the attention of a healer.
Of course.
Legjobb lenne, ha
I shall
hazamenne
return to
amúgy.
Northreach right away. But allow me to thank you first. Had you not happened along,
Don't thank me. Thank Rutherford. It was he who sent me.
I suppose he'll be wondering where I've got to. I shall send a Bastolus as soon as I'm able. Good day.
My uncle
Igazániból
certainly has
annyit
his work
tudunk a
cut out for him.
bármiről, hogy mindenhol csak baj
If
van.
it isn't already too late. I should go and tell Rutherford that his colleagues are still in one piece.
Mindenhol káosz, felfordulás, elkeseredett emberek, dezertáló katonák.
I see you're still here.
The Rest's location affords a constant flow of traders, and with it, a constant flow of information. Speaking of which, I received word from both my associates. They have resumed their investigations, thanks to you.
I only happened to be in the right place at the right time. They both seem to think the realm's prospects rather grim.
I am afraid that grim would be putting it lightly. Storm is in crisis, and if we are to free her, we must work quickly. And we must work together. Such is your Lord Uncle's wish.
As it is mine.
Franco, nem volt egy képességpontja a pakliban. Flare-brett leülési ideje. Ja, az XP-set raktuk be végül. Jó. 5520, na várjál. Hova az anyámba rakjam be? Oj, Dragon, hello! Hát berakjuk ide. És amúgy ennek a helyére meg a Wheel of the Vikes-ot. Annyira kéne több hely amúgy. El nem tudom mondani, mennyire kéne még egy pár slot. Na. Amúgy jókor jöttél, mert pont végeztünk a sidequest-ekkel. Isten igazándiból semmi extra nem történt, csak még egyszer megerősítést nyert az a történet, hogy mindenhol szétesett a civilizáció. Katonák fosztogatják a vidéket, akik dezertáltak. Az embereknek nincs mit tenni, úgyhogy egymást fosszák ki. Ahol még van valamekkora rend, ott ugye kevés a rendfenntartó erő. Kéne nekik is valami jóképű hatósági jár, mert az árak elszálltak. Amit meg tudok érteni, mert ilyen körülmények között, aki kereskedik, az is elég nagy gondban van. Na, megvan a csaj.
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor.
Hát, kiderül ki a túró
I am
ez.
Yote, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Lángának őrző. Na, mit írnak róla? Titkos társaság, ami védelmezi Rosfieldeket, meg a Főnixet. És azóta kíséri, amióta a Főnix kapunál legyőzte.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yote has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Rise, Lady Yote. You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall.
Ja, tényleg a hajó meg a hülye lány.
It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
Azt felejtettem el.
Joshua, the Einherjar is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yote and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva. Then it is Waloed Knights who besiege the cities.
Hát igen, a Valóed Királyság az egyetlen, amelyik még stabilan áll.
And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
És hát ez könnyen előfordulhat, hogy elfoglalnak egy két területet poénból, kihasználva a teljes kókányt, meg káoszt.
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce.
Forgive us. We were not aware Dhalmekia now subsisted on charity.
How dare you?
Hát a tanács is eléggé be van szarva.
Distinguished members of the council, you must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Very well.
My colleagues, do you not see? The king, he has come to save us from the Akashic. He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our
Meg
very
fog
salvation.
halni.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Szerintem nem értik.
Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Waloed. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
Enough.
Jó, hát igen.
Pathetic creatures. That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation. The girl is still here, somewhere in the city. Her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris.
Na most vajon mi a
Consciousness
lány?
to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Come, Mythos.
Tehát igazándiból most meg akarnak ölni mindenkit,
Light cannot have sated you.
akit ismerünk. Ha jól értem, mert ugye az volt a terv, hogy elvágják a tudatunkat mindentől, és azt lefordítva idegbeteg idióta, nem tudom, őslényű fó istennek, az nagyjából azt jelenteti, hogy ha megölünk mindenkit, akit szeretett, meg ismert, akkor megbolondul annyira, hogy meg tud szállni minket. Gondolom ez a fantasztikus terv.
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
Fali szőnyeg. Jó, hát azt már láttuk, ez ott van a Phoenix kapunál, a másik kristálynál.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's breath, and now here.
Igen.
But what is it?
It is old, ancient even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself.
Hát ami nem sok.
None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant, even the undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. That figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike, his very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominance, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it, like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Jó, hát ezt eddig is tudtuk.
May I tell Yote of the lake?
By all means.
Yote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Omielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Yode.
Let's find our friends.
It's plain she cares for you very deeply.
And I her.
Na, beugrott egy rakat side quest. Csak hogy sose érjünk oda.
Which is why I had to let her go.
Opportunity beckons. Who among you is bold? Is that blade for hire, perchance? Because I have a mind to make a killing.
Figuratively, I hope.
Well, yes and no. A passing caravan carried with it a rumor most fortuitous for one in my trade, that an elder Dread Evis had been sighted in the fields of Korava. Dread Evis are aggressive beasts. Compelled as they are to acts of violence, few survive to maturity, but those that do develop a hide of phenomenal value.
A hide you want to sell?
Eventually, yes. Though I would have it tanned first that it might be crafted into marvels the likes of which the world has never seen. Dread Evis skin is a rare thing indeed. But the worked hide of a well-aged beast, now that would fetch such coin that Gilbert himself might weep with envy. Bring me that beast's skin and I will share with you the bounty of our combined labors.
All right. I'll hunt your Evis.
Jó, bunyó az amúgy csártana.
When one lives in such troubled times, it is a fool who lets opportunity slip his grasp. Leave Tabor through the east gate, but take the path that branches west. Once you reach the checkpoint at Tovani, you are a mere stone's throw from the fields of Korava. I eagerly await your safe, and above all, triumphant return.
Mehet. Ez hangzik eddig a legjobban ma. Nincs közel. De azért nincs is messze. No, hogy van ez? Ha? De hát ez csak egy mezei kókat lófasz.
Looks like there's still plenty of fight in him yet.
And hello. Meg kell találni a gát, csak a boat, benne vagyok. Ja, hát ezt kicsit megaláztuk, de csak egy kicsit. Meg csillámlik valami a távolba. Három éles fog. Na, mondjuk azzal nem megyünk messzire, de oké. Okay.
Here's your hide, as requested.
I worried you might never
Erdőítőzésed.
return. Quickly, let me see it. Oh, as supple as a maiden's cheek, yet as adamant as her virtue. This is everything I had hoped for, and more. Clearly, my trust in you was not misplaced. You must be a hunter of considerable talent to have bested the beast with nary a scratch. Join me as my honored partner. With my means and your might, we shall be as wealthy as the merchant kings of Zemeckis.
I don't plan on making a habit of this. I'm busy enough as it is.
Very well. Though I believe fate had a hand in our meeting, it would be unbecoming of me to beg. Do not allow me to keep you from being about your business. Here, for the hide.
Na, lesz ki.
Cyril. How fares the search?
Well, Your Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yotei is otherwise engaged, at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua Rosfield, keeper of the flame
Van
of
egy
the
személyes
Thrones,
krónikásom.
and
Hát
Archduke of
összefosod
Rosaria.
magad, bazd meg.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins.
Írjad, Kobzos, elindultak vala Golden Chocobót keresni.
To be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
I see.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem, will it?
The Phoenix is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve. Both him and now you. Pray accept this token.
Megkaptuk a 2524. pecsétet.
Members of our order will reveal themselves unto you. If there is nothing further.
No. You are dismissed.
Your Grace.
To Canva, then.
We'll talk about this later. Cyril seemed very, You certainly keep strange bedfellows, Joshua.
De hol van az a quest?
Careful how you pack that leather. Any crystals?
You! Finally. No one was paying me the slightest heed.
Is something wrong?
At the university, the students would hang on my every word. Sadly, this far from home, I'm just a vagrant greybeard.
The university? You're a scholar.
A specialist in ancient cultures. The most accomplished in all Valisthea, some have said. Not that I look the part in these tattered rags. In my heyday, no obstacle could have kept me from my studies. Yet here I am, a wizened windbag, bested by the many steps of Tabor. The answers I seek lying just beyond my enfeebled reach. Would you do an old man a kindness and brave the stairs in my stead? You'll be amply rewarded, of course.
Climb the stairs and...
And memorize a few inscriptions for me, assuming you know your letters.
Feltétlenül, hogy ismered a betűket.
Some courteous soul is rumored to have carved clues to Tabor's rich history into stones dotted about the village. 3 of them, to be precise. One each to the north, south, and east. I'm here in the hope that those carvings might shed light on a riddle I've been pondering for some time. Namely, the otherwise undocumented origins of Tabor's unique people. A people quite unlike those of neighboring lands.
I can't promise I'll remember everything perfectly.
Remember what you can. I'll piece together the rest. Make for the domed pavilions, and you'll have no trouble finding the stones.
Na bazd meg.
How are those new boots treating you?
They're fantastic. Soft as phoenix down, but tough as boiled blood.
Hát csak mindenre gondoltam, de erre mondjuk speciál pont nem.
Scholarly sorts like him always are, aren't they?
Jó, hogy nem zenés puzzle. Hát hol találok én ilyen faragványt? Ne hülyéskedjél. Rögtön 3.
Have you noticed the elder has been coughing less of late?
Gondolom 1.
What golden plains might the wanderers have called home, I wonder?
Mister, Mummy made the pottage from it.
Sounds delicious.
Hát, akkor 3 ilyen kővigyó van.
Farmers must have settled here in Tabor.
Oké, nem látjuk a harmadikat valahol.
No history would be complete without mention of the mother crystals. I should speak to the old scholar before I forget everything I've read.
Cyril fella's an odd fish, don't you think?
The engravings were in good repair considering their age.
Oh, what that I could have seen for myself. Come, don't tease me now. What did you learn of this place and its people? Let's start with the engraving to the south, shall we? What did it say?
Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor, sacred hold thy noble blood, till ends the mother's labor. I'm pretty sure that was it.
Fascinating. It would seem the founders of this city were descendants of those fallen charged with protecting the mother crystals. But whatever could have driven the Guardians so far from their sacred charges, I wonder? The engraving to the north is next, I think.
Voyages of the Ashen Ocean.
Seafarers here? Are you certain?
I'm growing less certain by the moment.
Jó, akkor nem az.
Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past, and make these rocks a home. Or, I think that was it, at least.
No doubt you're right. There are vestiges of nomadic customs in Tabor its guardian roots could never account for. This is proving most enlightening. Now, for the final stone.
Mit tudom én?
Children of the Hunters, now sworn to serve the sun.
Sun worship? That cannot possibly be right.
I could have sworn it was something like that.
Jó, akkor B.
Children of the Hunters, now tillers of the land, reap her promised blessing and give praise her gracious hand. That's all three.
And so, we add primitive farmers to Tabor's founding peoples, the final piece of the puzzle. 3 engravings, one for each of the 3 peoples to have settled Tabor in ancient times. Guardians of the Mother Crystal, wanderers from across the plains, and last but certainly not least, hunters turned farmers. Little wonder it was so difficult to trace the roots of Tabor's culture. Those roots reach down through 3 distinct traditions. Nonetheless, one cannot help but wonder why this fact is not better known among scholars, given that the stones stand here for all to see.
Too many stairs, perhaps.
Too many by far.
Túl sokan
Yeah,
értse.
and thank you.
Na jó. Megtudtuk a semmit.
How are those new boots treating you?
Irány, Convert, szabad városai.
An Beneath the flood, yes.
The free cities under sea.
Orcs. Then let us be rid of them. Clive. Smoke. Is the city fallen?
Várj, amit éppen láttunk, hogy megpopozták a tanácsot, az most történik menet közben? Vagy már túl vannak rajta? De most, hogy ez ott milyen zászló, azt én nem tudom. De a helyi zászló, vagy már kitűzték Voloed királyságnak a zászlóját?
Men are still holding their own then.
Akkor még tartják magukat.
Do we have any idea where Gav and the others might be?
There's a warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was any trouble. We should hurry.
Jó, vannak még quest jelölések, nem is kevés. Wow, most már mindegy, most már bemegyünk. Nem hiszem, hogy eltűnnek.
Sounds like thunder.
Tudtuk a jelszót.
You're late. We're starting to think you'd stumbled off a cliff.
I seem to recall that was you, Gav.
Good to see you. Any trouble on the road?
Nothing we couldn't handle.
I knew you'd come. Is that who I think it is?
Yes.
Allow me to introduce my brother, Joshua.
Clive's told me all about you. Or even listening most of the time. Name's Midadol, but everyone calls me Mid.
My lady.
Hey?
Na mi van?
My boy.
Uncle Byron.
It's
Mindenki
really
boldog.
you. I never thought I'd see the day.
So these Akashic are being controlled.
That's what it looked like. Empty eyes, eerie blue glow. No doubt they were turned, but silent as monks, every last one of them.
Your man here speaks true, Clive. We saw more than a few in this city. They moved in ranks with a purpose, and not of their own.
Ultima's doing.
Perhaps.
What of the city? The people?
Dead, mostly.
Mostly, but not all. A handful managed to lock themselves in their villas before the Horde arrived. Some in the Merchants' District to the west, and a few others on the far bank.
If the Akashic stumble across either hiding place, a few bolted doors won't hold them for long. We need to find them. And quickly.
What do you propose?
We split into two parties. I will make for the Merchants' District, while you look to those across the river. Mind keeping an eye on my brother?
Not at all. We find the villa and try the servants' entrance.
Understood.
And what of us?
Mid, is she fit to sail?
The ship, the Mithril engine could probably do with a few more tweaks.
Then you better work fast. Even if we do reach the survivors in time, they'll never make it to the hideaway on foot.
You leave that to me.
See that Mid doesn't get herself into trouble, would you?
Think I can manage that?
I'll keep him safe.
Looks like you stuck with me, Byron.
That's Lord Rossfield, you little gutter snipe!
Lord Rossfield is so nice.
Shall we then?
And you keep Clive safe.
Be careful. Both of you.
You too.
Na, tudtam én, hogy azzal a hajóval fogunk majd áthajózni, mivel mással elég nehéz lenne. Ki kell próbálni a Mithril hajtóművet. Meg dolgok.
Alright, Torgal. Let's find those survivors.
Majd akkor keresünk túlélőket, oké.
They don't stand a chance against those things.
Kapják. Nem túl sok túlélő nem marad. Pedig csúnyát kapott, de még mindig mozog. Kell még damage. Mindjárt jó lesz. And we slap.
What happened to the Royal Army? There's nothing but monsters here.
Brutális pusztítást generálok neki. Az anyádat vágott pofán. Baj, hogy beszorultam úgy, bazd meg, hogy... Azt se láttam, hogy én ki vagyok, nem az, hogy izé... Valahogy főkotródtunk a lépcsőre, és onnan vége volt. Mondom, már csak szopsz. De kapják az event.
That sounded big. Joshua and Jill must be busy.
Wow! Na. Nem lehetne, hogy néha látok valamit?
Thanks, boy.
Wow.
This is the Agora, where the city's leaders gather. There may still be survivors inside.
Jó, hát ez már valami komolyabb gyökér volt. Firebrat.
Where are they? These creatures. Does Ultima's reach extend this far? What the hell is going on here? Let's try.
What does he want? All yours, Torgal. You're finished. Bahamut!
Végig kukat! Alig láttok? Na majd mindjárt állítok rajtam.
But then I would expect no less from you, Areuthos.
You again. I don't believe we've been introduced. You were in my family's crypt.
Így jobb.
And now you're here. With an army of Akashic thralls.
Manners, Lord Rosfield? They are men, like you and me.
Akkor jó. Látod, ez kellett te.
Unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are divine.
What?
Itt meg bossfight szagot hoz a
All
szél.
that remains in this once raucous city.
You'll pay for what you've done.
As you wish. I confess I have been very much looking forward to this. Pardon
boss
me
fight.
this indulgence, Your Majesty. The vessel shall not be spoiled.
Na de hát ez csak egy ember.
I am Sleipnir of House Harvard. And you will yield.
Na hát gyere paraszt.
Or not.
As long as you don't hold back.
Hát lőjétek hátba. Gyerünk kutya öl! Bazd meg! Bazd meg! Akkor is kihúzzuk. Ott is van. Ezt kap ki paraszt. Anyád picsáját robbants föl. A teleportálós kurva anyját amúgy. Bemutatjuk neki a villámot. Meg a tüzet. Hogy élvezze. Kiment range-ből, bazd meg. Büdös kurva életben már. Nem lesz jó. Ez jó volt. Gyere, gyere. Egy light trip 58 000. Ez egy kurva jó játék. Épp azon vagyunk, hogy beleolvadjon a páncéljába.
It is just that I expected so much more from our chosen one. Perhaps this will kindle your flame?
What now?
A gift from my liege lord's armory. Gungnir. Watch closely.
Van basszolándzsája, jó van.
Yes!
De jó lett. Kicsit már elő... Na jó. Heavens. Na jó, poti. Hát ez hülye, bazd meg. Legyen még egy poti. Ezt így nem lehet blokkolni. Na jó. Ez a nyád balagát, te köcsög. Ez Isten megbassza. Pedig ott volt 3 vagy 4 precíz blokk végig. Kibírja, kibírja. Nem fáj neki kemény. Ott volt. Nesze emlékbe. Mozog még, bazd meg. Amúgy mozog.
One is seldom enough, would you not agree?
Actually, I wouldn't.
Ez hülye, bazd meg. Ha! Biztos, hogy bolond. Yeah! Átugortam! Gyere, köcsög! kellett neked baszakodni, mi? Hallod, azt mondtak live, hogy too slow. Too slow vagy. Gázad! Kap be, köcsög! And viszlát! Az a játék az egy beteg állat. Egy kicsit most letört mind a két kezem, de amúgy minden rendben volt.
The vessel is strong.
Hát ez csak egy ilyen csicska volt. Még azért szúrd le, mert fő kell a végén. Menjünk, biztosra vágd le a fejét. Remekül. Király volt. Hú, bazd meg.
We are, yes.
I'm sorry, but we couldn't save them.
It was over before we arrived.
Well, you did what you could. I fear we were all too late. What's wrong?
Figyelj meg, még kimászik.
Nothing.
Nem mászik. Csak le kéne még vágni a fejét. Nem, eltöttem. Mi a fasz? Valami ketté vágta az épületen. Na, ott van Mr. Barnabás király.
Mythos. It's the king.
Erre rájöttem én is, csak egyedül.
You may kneel before Barnabas Tharm, Warden of Ash and King of Walud.
Vagy megölhetnénk.
Get back.
Hú, bazd meg. Ja, de jó. A bemelegítés után mehet valami komolyabb, nem? Ja, túl az lázda a sávó. Nagyon csicskít, bazd meg.
Wild and impetuous. I expected more of the boy who bested my Lord Commander. Yet I see why my master covets you so. The power within you, Mythos. The potential.
Stop calling me Mythos.
But Mythos is everything. the cornerstone of all creation, the Lord's vessel, your purpose.
My purpose? To surrender my mind and body to that thing.
Adjátok ide az irányítást, majd én megcsicskítom.
No, Your Majesty. My purpose is my own. I made a promise to my friends, to my people. And nothing is going to stand in my way.
You would allow this delusion of free will to bar your path to greatness? Truly, your volition is a cancer, one that must be excised.
Try it.
De nagyon csicskít, bazd meg. Ne szopassál már, bazd meg.
You are as weak as all the rest.
Joshua!
Ki ne találjátok már, hogy megöli Jill-t. Már pedig megöli. Kevés lesz oda az a jég.
Oi! Oi! This way! Hurry!
És hozza a kutya a kardunkat. Szegény Jill.
Power beyond reckoning, and they use it as a crutch. Such a waste.
De mi a fasz tud ez a csávó, bazd meg?
Will he be all right?
The phoenix can mend flesh, but the spirit must recover on its own. I'm afraid the rest is up to him. This place is remarkable. Outfitting it must have been no small feat. But why go to such trouble?
That beauty's belly's filled with wonders the world ain't ready for. If the guilds caught wind of what we were up to, they'd all want a piece. All right?
And how is he? Do not blame yourself. He was barely breathing when you brought him here. We would have lost him if it were not for you.
No. Barnabas may have severed nigh every sinew in my brother's body. But he made certain the wounds were not fatal.
Nigh every sinew?
Allow me, your lordship.
Ja, hát nem akarják megölni.
What I was thinking.
Tönkre akarják tenni.
Tis no trouble carrying comestibles to my ailing nephew.
I know, but you've already done so much for us. Pouring your gil into the hideaway and now the ship. I don't want to take the piss.
You risked your life. And for what? Some girl you hardly know. Why'd you do it? You not mad or something?
I wouldn't go that far.
Clive!
You're awake, my boy. Oh.
All I want to do is help. And the world won't save itself. It was Sid. Your father, who taught me that.
Sounds like him.
Don't you dare do that again.
Hát az volt a baj, nem kaptam meg az irányítást, a cinematikban
A lot of
meglepoztál.
them, along with the galleon. With the king on board, no doubt. The Iron Hair wouldn't sail without him. Clive. Jill didn't come back.
Hát vagy elfogták, vagy kuka.
She kept the king busy while the others dragged you out.
It's all right, Mid. Jill is fine.
De nem biztos.
The ether of her icon endures. And as long as it does, we can be certain she is alive.
Akkor meg fogoly. Az se sokkal jobb. Mármint hát jobb, de...
We must pursue the Black Galleon. Jill will be with the king, I'm sure of it.
Well, good luck catching him, because my ship's going nowhere. It's the Mithril engine. She's got a kick like a wild chocobo and a mind to tear the hull in half.
But do you have an idea?
Nem működik a hajó. Hát vízbe folyt a
of course I
honány,
do.
bazd meg.
My dad will have seen this coming a league off. If I had his old writings...
If you had his old writings, you'd be sitting under a fuckload of rubble. The ones Otto didn't save anyway. I suppose he might still have a few pages in his stores.
We'll have to hope it's enough. Do what you can to ready the ship. I'll speak with Otto.
In your condition, you really are mad.
Perhaps. But the world really won't save itself.
Hát oké, akkor fel kell készíteni a hajót, hogy át tudjunk hajózni. És ki kell találni valamit, hogy verjük meg Petit, már, illetve hát Barnabást, mert amúgy így... Elég kemény legénynek tűnt így ránézésre, aztán persze majd kiderül, de...
Otto might know something.
Hát nagyon csicskított. Oké, van valami kétszer ekkora kard a repertoárban? Amúgy van, a Rune Blade, az már jobb. És valami még táposabb, bármi. Nincs. Jó, hát 15 plusz támadás mehet.
No scratches, right?
Rune Blade plusz 1, az is mehet.
Not bad, if I do say so myself. No scratches, right? Yeah, that should do you. You can thank me later. Not best work, but it'll do.
Na és fölment 400 fölé az attack powerünk.
Fine.
Ez alapvetően elég jó.
Let me tell you,
All right.
them rumours Wet Legs were spreading. Might be they weren't just tales plucked out of thin air. You see, there were a time when I weren't too particular about who I sold steel to, so long as they paid me the right price.
Hát nem annyira
Some
fontos
women lust
nyanya.
after blood, others after flesh, but me, I were always one for gold. And to satisfy that lust, I sold to opposing armies, stabbed my every client in the back, made myself the most hated woman in the twins. But then one day, One day I met a man who made me a different kind of
Tippelek
offer.
volt az.
Said he'd give me access to a realm-wide community of like-minded individuals in constant need of steel and sundries. On the condition I sold to him and his alone.
Was that the first time you met Sid?
Aye. And I fell right into his damn trap. He was true to his word, so I ended up being true to mine. And I soon started making the best profits I've seen since taking up the trade. And all without aiding or abetting any outlaws. Except Sid himself, that is. Told me about his plan to topple the mother crystals, you know. Said that with them gone, the realm would want for all manner of things. An opportunity for the likes of me to mint gil. Why, I reckon an enterprising individual could find himself the richest dam in the Twins. And that's when he had me. I emptied my stores that day and moved into the Hideaway proper. And the rest, as they say, is ancient bloody history. A dozen years on, and I'm still not the richest dam. Not for lack of trying, mind. But I can say that I have never been happier. You've all shown me there are some things more precious than gil.
That there are.
So don't you go messing it all up. Or you'll have me to answer to.
Tehát közszahegyi beszédet, nyanya. Én inkább vásárolnánk, ha lehet. Adhatod ingyen is.
Go on then. You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here.
Na, egy olyat is adja, egyen Asterix-űrt.
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Ja.
Finished, are you?
Na, bevásároltunk. Megnézzük még gyorsan a Beastboardot, hát hogyha van véletlen valami jószág még, amit föl lehet rúgni.
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills are crawling?
Az eléggé olyan véglegesnek tűnik, hogyha áthajózunk.
Where the hell is everyone else? Don't tell me.
They're all right. But it's a long story.
Persze ki tudja, de azért az már, nem tudom,
You lot don't do
gyanús.
things by halves, do you? Well, at least everyone's still breathing. Now, as for these writings, I'm sorry to say, Clive, but if you had those, you'd be...
Sitting under a pile of rubble, I know.
But we were able to save a few bits and pieces from the ruins, most of which ended up being used to build this place. The more personal items would go to the next of kin. In the case of Sid's things, that would have been mid.
Then I'll check the workshop.
Amúgy van. Most van Dragonnak a Golden Chocobója, bassz meg. Na jó, először South of Tabor dalmékja. Fields of Corava. South of Tabor, Fields of Corava. South of Tabor, Fields of Corava. Bárhol is legyen az. Már elfelejtettem. Tehát South of Tabor, Fields of Corava. South of Tabor, Fields of Corava. South of Tabor, Fields of Karava. South of Tabor. Ott van Tabor. South of Karava. Itt van Karava. Na hát akkor valahol délen. Jó. Jó. South of Karava. Hát most az igazániból bárhol lehet. Oh, ott van Fifi. Hát Csokobó az a nagyra nőtt strut. Hát oké, neked karmolászni, bazd meg. Nem bírja a tüzet. És amúgy mindjárt levelem. Ja, hát erre van dél. De egyébként a Csokobó az ilyesmi.
Let's go. Faster. Enough of you, are there?
Átrepültük őket.
Straight home now.
Ott a level up, köszönjük, 42. Van még egy ilyen nyomorék. Pretíziós dodge. Rágjött kutya. Az a nyárat lögötte. Na még egy kicsi. Hát. Ül. Hát megyünk délnek, valami majd. Milyen manót keresünk amúgy? Valami, hát nem ilyet. Amúgy ott van egy tökre lezárt kapu, az mikor fog kinyílni? Nem jellemző mi? Ó, ott van egy lics, de az se az. Jó, elég lesz a 3-as. Megyünk délnek, de sehol, amit jó helyen keressek amúgy. Mondjuk ott megy valami. Hát te mi vagy? Hát ez egy sima macska, gondolom. Stormfronter. Na az anyádat! Jó. Bazd meg! Mezei macska, semmi komoly.
Ready, go?
Ide a lootot. Na mondjad, mi van, fú? Megyünk délnek még mindig. Aj, rohadjál meg, mondtam már, hogy rohadjál meg. Fájdítod itt a szívemet. Rohadt buzaráns köcsög, jó, értem, semmi gond. Picsán lőttünk egy madarat. Hát most már érjük a legszélét, azt még mindig nem jöttem be semmi. Hát ugye most a múlt héten meg ezen a héten, amit találok, tehát az főleg girosznak hívják. Meg volt hamburger is. De amúgy amiket hoznak az ilyen baromság hülyeséggel. Kitalált nevű ökörségek, a lényeg, hogy tele legyen hülyességgel, amit amúgy félrekotornál a tányérod szélére, hogy azt így inkább nem eszed meg. De nem tudom még a nevét se. Az a lényege, hogy vagy van benne csomó zöldség, ami hülyeség, ugye? Én kitalált nevű ökörségek, de hát beírod, hogy teletál, megnézed a full day menüt és elolvasod, ha annyira izgi. Én nem tudom neked elmondani. Annyit tudok, hogy baromság. Kitalált nevű hülyeség. Alibikaja. Hát igen, de attól, hogy hívják, attól még ne is haragudjál, attól az még baromság, meg hülyeség van. Azért mondom, hogy én nem tudom megmondani, hogy mi az, mert névre jó. Nem a nevével van baj, hanem hogy mi van benne. Hát ne is haragudjál. Hát egyébként valószínűleg azt is utálnám, mert azt se tudom, mi a baj jó a kaviárban, meg még sose ettem, úgyhogy valószínűleg nem rántott húsíze van, tehát szar. Látod, a kukaccal értek egyet. Én valószínűleg félrekotornám a kaviárt is, hogy mi ez a hülyeség. Itt tipre. Tehát mondjuk nem csokoládém, csoki öntettel, meg rántott hús, meg gyrosz, akkor így azt félrekotorjuk, hagyjad már. Hát az baromság kategóriás. Hát a pacal amúgy nem rossz. Nem mondom, hogy szeretem, mert annyira nem. De ettem már jó pacalt, és az nem volt rossz. De valóban elég érdekes egy kaja. Hát na jó, de nyilván nem pacalt választanák, hogyha vannak jó dolgok a étlapon. Nem erről van szó. De hogy mit tudom én, éhes vagyok, elém rakják, én megeszem, mert nem rossz az. Jó, hát a krepibe valószínűleg nem pocot rendelni. mondjuk, ha így látnám, hogy ott valaki pacalt rendel a krepibe, akkor kis segítséget, de nagyon verjük lapáttal és alássuk hátul. De... A giraszt azt szeretem. Azt szeretem. Ez jó. Főleg, hogy vettem, hát mondjuk már rég elfogyott, ez nem most volt, hanem már vagy 4 hónapja. De hogy direkt vettem ilyen fekete előre pácolt olivabogyót, ami önmagában geci durván jó volt. Mindegy, szóval vettem dolgokat, amit igazándiból a giroszba kéne rakniuk, de Magyarországon nem jutottak el odáig, hogy tudják, hogy mit kell rakni a giroszba. Segítek, nem lila káposztát, meg ezeket a ipari fasságot, amit a Magyarországon így beleraknak a giroszba. Szégyen, maradjunk annyiban. Tehát így rendelsz egy giroszt, amit így kihoznak, kikaparod belőle a hülyeséget, belerakod a belevalót, és az úgy geci finom. Feta sajt, olivabogyó, így van, úgy finom. Hát miért nem így hozzák ki alapból, azt meg ne kérdezz, mert idióták. Fogalmuk nincs, hogy kell jó giroszt csinálni, erre már rájöttünk. Nem úgy én nem találom meg ezt a mobot, gyanús, de sehol se sincsen. Az volt, hogy Dél-Korava. Hát Dél-Koravában ez nincs, garantálom, már megyünk körbe fél órája. Hát amúgy igen. De nem egyszerűbb azért, azt mondjuk túlzás. Hát a legmenőbb akkor lenne, ha én sütnék hozzá mondjuk bárányhúst, igen. Nem pedig azt az ócska hulladékot, amit ők sütögetnek ott reggel óta. Igen. Na de hát azért na, szóval értem. Ott van valami.
Be safe.
Megvan Dragonnak a cokobó. A gyere, genyó! Pakolj fel! Meg akar rúgni. Beszett csokobó, bazd meg. Na még egy... Kicsit! Óriásd le! Orbán Viktort kéne lefóliázni benne. Arra volna igény. Egyébként 3 perfect dodge-on volt Ginor, balra volt, hogy bazd meg. Jó, ezt hagyjuk abba. Hülye vagy, fölrobbantja a világot. Hagyd már abba, hát hülye vagy? Hát de bolond! Hűz Mária! Jól átsütve, kérem. Úgy. Itt az Abraham. Comment Feather. I win. Az benne a szomorú, hogy amúgy nem a Csokobót keres. Csak így mondom. Valószínűleg ez majd egyszer kinyílik és el lehet menni arra, hogy én nem tudom. Hát látod, de ezt is úgy fordította le az AI, hogy Csoki barát. A Csokobót. Egyből te jutottál eszünkbe. Csokobóból Csoki barát lett valahogy. Töltsük fel a potit.
What are you looking for?
Many thanks. May Gilbert smile upon you.
If we're going to do this, we'll need...
Clive, your timing is impeccable. It just so happens that right at this very moment, we're in need of someone with your talents.
And what talents would those be?
Why, your fearlessness, and your skill with a blade.
I'm listening.
Well, as I'm sure you're aware, when these dark skies swept over the Republic, so too did a wave of chaos and confusion. Randalar has been particularly badly affected. Many of the capital's bearers have lost their masters, or taken the opportunity to flee them. None remain free for long.
És akkor én mit
Most
mondjak,
find
bazd
themselves
meg?
under the protection of the Fist before they get far. But the army too is in disarray, and finds itself unable to provide for its new charges. Which means it has been looking to sell.
And you've been looking to buy, to make sure these masterless bearers remain that way.
Precisely. It's the perfect opportunity to free dozens more, and for an attractive price, no less.
So where does my skill with a blade come in?
Though we may have the funds to buy these bearers, we have nowhere to house them.
Jó,
So
nekünk van
we've been searching for a
hideoutunk.
place where they can be resettled. Somewhere far from the prying eyes of those who would see them enslaved
Na,
once
megmentünk
more.
egy-két hülyét.
And we believe we have found one. Cashlock. A small hamlet hidden in a canyon. The place was abandoned a long time ago, but when the men moved out, the beasts moved in.
And so we seek the aid of a fearless swordsman to encourage them to look elsewhere. You'll help, won't you?
How could I refuse?
Excellent. Theo, if you wouldn't mind making arrangements for the transportation of our guests, as we discussed.
Of course. Leave everything with me.
Sounds like you'll have your work cut out for you.
I will. We have an entire village to stock and furnish. residents and all. Even if I begin right now, I'll be working day and night. So I'd better get started. Try to clear the place out before the wagons roll in, won't you?
I'll do my best.
You will find a village in Chadra's Thread, past Lateney's Cleft. My man there will open the gate for you.
All right. Wish me luck.
I'm sure you won't need...
Lehet, hogy most nyitják ki a kaput. Valahova legalábbis. Mondjuk nem oda, de amúgy... És ezt így hogy? Innen? Buh, mi van? Kinyitották a kaput. Hokiba mártott magyarok. Meg fogom verni a kukatot, biztos. Annyira gonosz. Körülbelül egy hónapja vágyok Magyaróra. Csokira egy kicsivel régebb óta. Az meg itt kombózna mind a kettő. Simán le lehet ugrani? Én azt hittem, nem fogja hagyni amúgy. Megharapott, bazd meg. Jó lett az egyesen is. Faszom fog ezzel szenvedni. Na, megtisztítottuk a falut. Legyen mindenki boldog.
That's all of them. Come on, Toggle. Let's head back to Boklad.
Na de hát itt még csak szét kéne nézni, mielőtt visszamegyünk Bokladba. Sosem nem is jártunk erre. Mi van itt valami izgi? Mert hogy oda csak van valami, ha már odáig el lehet menni. Hát vagy nincs, de... De azért gyanús. Á, mellé. Na, mégis működött. Na, lakik itt valaki? Na, szép boss aréna jellege van. Lehet, hogy majd későn. Nem próbáltam, nincs itt senki. Jó. Csak a bó király. Az előbb nyomtuk le a Csokobó királyt amúgy, csak mondom.
Something the matter, Theodore? Quiet.
Those are our terms. I trust that you will give them your full consideration.
I shall. Thank you.
Him again.
Someone you know?
Yes. And, no. But enough about him. How did you fare down in Cashlock?
It's done. The village is safe now.
You made quick work of it, as always.
I should go and let Eloise know.
Don't let me keep you. But Clive, don't tell her I was watching her, will you? She'll only get upset. I'll explain everything once you've finished with your report.
All right. We'll speak then.
Kiengedték a kakadot. Hát én nem tudom, mit lehetne ezekkel csinálni megfelelő büntetésnek, de nehéz.
Eloise, I just got back from Cashlock. The village should be safe now.
Igen, de az valószínűleg túlmutat az igazságszolgáltatás keretében lévő dolgoknál. Onnan tudom, hogy nekem is olyan dolgok jutnak eszembe.
I suppose we'd better finish the job. The first thing we'll need to do is make sure our offer for the bearers is accepted.
You're still in negotiations?
We are. A trusted colleague has been dealing with the Fist on our behalf, but things have been trickier than we anticipated. I suppose it's to be expected. This is the army we're dealing with. Fighting's what they do. But we shall emerge victorious in the end.
Well,
valljuk be, hogy nem fog megtörténni.
You know where to find me.
I'm not sure I do, but thank you all the same.
Hát igény volna rád. Hát sajnos az nem így működik.
Ah, Clive.
You wanted to talk?
The man I was watching earlier, the one speaking to my sister. He represents the Silver Peak Consortium. It's one of the bigger trading houses.
I don't think I've heard of them.
Well, every trader in Dharmekia has. They operate across the length and breadth of the Republic, and they're still expanding. They've been trying to get Eloise to join their ranks for some time now, and judging by her reaction earlier, I'd say she had half a mind to accept their latest offer.
And you'd rather she didn't?
I would rather she did what makes her happy. And I would never deny her such an opportunity. Eloise saved me from slavery, and we have striven to save others like me ever since. But this was not the life my sister wanted, nor the one she deserves. I won't let her give up on her dreams again for my sake. She freed me from my bonds, and she must be freed from hers in turn.
You're a good man, Theo.
I have always been grateful for what my sister did for me, and I want to repay the favor by letting her live her own life. But each time an opportunity to do just that arises, she turns it down. For my
Ezt
sake.
hívják szeretetnek, Teodor, csillagom.
And I love her. Which is why I want this time to be different. To show her that I don't need to be watched over anymore. I'm sure I'll still need some help from time to time. I trust that I can count on you.
Always.
Thank you, Clive. Well then, I had better get back to work. These bearers aren't going to move themselves. That's a job for the Crimson Caravans.
És hogy mit szólok az amerikai izé? Hát ez megvadult a világ, én már nem szólok semmit. Nincs értelme. Mindenhol bolondok meg idióták. Főleg. Bár ha őket kérded, akkor meg rólam mondanák, gondolom. Ugyanezt tudja. Na, mi meg addig elmegyünk lelkesen Mártorezbe, és megnézzük, hogy itt ki a faszom akar és micsodát. Nem nyugszanak ezek. Na, fogadóban van. Ki gondolta volna? Hello, tejány.
Ah, Clive. Just the man I was hoping to see.
Oh? And why is that?
You remember how some of Sir Wade's guardians took up residence here after the Akashic attacked? Well, now the rest have come to join him. Seems their barracks in the Lazarus have been lost to an ether flood. Now, I don't mind having a few more brave boys around to keep them animals at bay. I ain't daft after all. But we ain't got nowhere for 'em to bed down. Poor buggers are having to make do with haylofts and chocobo pens. I'd build 'em a new barracks here if I could. But where would I put 'em? There just isn't enough room up here on the rock. Which leaves us in a bit of a pickle. The people we're counting on to keep us safe are living like beggars.
I see.
And it isn't just that lot. There's bears to think about too. There's been more and more of them turning up lately, coming from all over looking for safe haven. But there's only so many we can shelter with the room we've got. We can't keep cramming more and more people into less and less space. What we need is a new home for our new arrivals. And that's what I was hoping you might help me with. If it ain't too much of a burden, of course.
It's no burden.
Thank you, Clive.
X-Pair bármit akartam mondani, Clive.
Where were you thinking of making this new home?
Well, I reckon we could do a lot worse than Eastpool.
Eastpool. It's been a long time since I thought about that place.
It was a tragedy, what happened. And if any of us could have done anything to stop it, we would have. But what's done is done. And those who lived there wouldn't have wanted the village they loved to be left in ruins.
I suppose you're right.
The blight might be pressing in, but I reckon it's got a good few years left in it yet. There's just one problem. A band of cutthroats have made it their den, and they don't seem like they'll be moving on in a hurry.
Mit csináltunk Eastpool-al? Nem ugrik be.
I've lost some good men to their raids. Would have sent someone to clear them out sooner if my boys didn't already have their hands full fending off the Akashic. But now we've got a few more guardians of the flame to call on. I reckon it's time we made our move.
Portyáló csapatot, persze.
Fancy leading a raiding party?
I do. Eastpool was once home to people I loved. I won't have bandits sully those memories. I'll gladly drive them out of there.
And I know the men will gladly follow you. I've already shared a few thoughts with Sir Wade about how we might be able to win the place back. And I dare say he's got some ideas of his own too. Why don't you go and talk to him?
Of course.
Hát, mert a haditervet azt én intézem, és nagy vonalakban az lesz, hogy roham előre.
All right, Sir Wade. Let's hear your plan.
Nem kell túl bonyolítani. Fancy haditervekkel.
It's good to see you well.
And you, Lord Rossfield. And you.
I spoke with Martha. She tells me you have plans to free Eastpool and make it your own.
That's right, though it was mostly her idea. I rather fear my men have been treading on her toes somewhat since joining us, not to mention each other's. And then there are the bearers, men and women who found the courage to flee their masters and sought refuge here.
Jó,
We
értjük
need
kell,
somewhere to
hely.
settle them, and I can think of worse places than Eastpool.
As can I. Which is why I agreed to help you win it back.
That's very kind of you. I'd be most grateful if you would. With you beside us, we shall soon send that rabble of rogues running for the hills.
Vagy a temetőbe darabokban.
That thankfully there aren't too many of them. Fewer than a dozen at our last count. And rather less, thankfully, the road that leads there will more than likely still be crawling with Akashic. A small force would suffice to clear the village, but if the Akashic were to follow them in, that force could end up trapped between a rock and a very hard place indeed.
I'll head into Eastpool and deal with the bandits. You and the Guardians can stay outside the village and fend off any Akashic who come too close. Make sure I'm not taken unawares.
I can't ask you to bear all that risk yourself, my lord.
The Akashic are the bigger risk. I can handle a few bandits.
Túlaggódják ezt a pár
If you're
banditát.
sure, I shall summon my men at once.
Shall I wait for you here?
No need, my lord. You go on ahead. We'll be with you before long.
All right. I'll meet you at Eastpool then.
We shall see you there. And may victory await our coming.
Na, melyik ez az Eastpool? Ennyiből nem biztos, hogy beugrik. Én látom. Jó lenne eljutni odáig ma, hogy le van puttolva a sidequest rész, és holnap foglalkozhatunk
Or face the consequences.
a fősztorival, áthajózva meg ilyenek.
That's the end of that then.
Az két lám.
Maybe not.
Megjött takonyszörny.
What's that thing doing here? Doesn't matter. It goes too. Vogel, kill!
Az anyádat.
This one.
Az ott nem élte túl.
Any more surprises? I'll take that as a no.
Bravo. A magnificent display, my lord.
You were watching? I thought you were keeping an eye out for a Kashik.
We were. Put down more than a few on the road, then arrived just in time to see you slay that... whatever it was.
Takonyszörny.
Let's hope it was the last of its kind. Though I expect you and the Guardians will be up to the challenge should another appear.
I would hope so, my lord.
Your men will be bringing the bearers who'll be living here, I assume. It might be best to send word for them to come right away, before any other unsavory characters move in.
Of course. I'll send orders for them to depart immediately. Leave it with me, my lord.
Home. Without masters.
No. We're the masters now. Our lives are our own at last.
That's all of them, and not a single Akashek in sight. Now to begin the important work of rebuilding the place. It won't be easy, especially not after 5 years of beasts and blackguards having their wicked way with the place. The masonry might still be sturdy enough, but half the beams are rotted. Those that weren't lost in the fire or burned by the bandits, that is. It'll take a bit of elbow grease, but we'll see Eastpool rise again. Just you wait.
So wait. Lady Hannah is buried here. If you don't mind, I'd like Oscar to join the rebuilding efforts. He should be a part of this.
Of course. I couldn't agree more.
I'll let Martha know that everyone arrived safely. If you need anything more...
Lady Hannah az a felesége a... Aha, nem mutatja. A Lord Commandernek, aki itt töltek meg, ugye?
Safe travels.
Azt hiszem.
Eastpool is in safe hands. Time to go and tell Martha the good news.
Ah, there you are. All went well then. Sir Wade told me you got rid of the bandits while his lot kept an eye out. Nicely done. And what's all this about some shape-shifting nightmare showing up? On second thoughts, don't tell me. It'll only give me nightmares of my own. What matters is you did it. And now we can build our new village.
I suppose it will be. What will you call it?
What else? Eastpool. Sir Wade said it best. There's plenty bad happened to that place, but that don't undo the good that happened there. No need to throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Hát amúgy meg nyilván Eastpoolnak fogják hívni.
Well, something along those lines. Anyway, the poor souls might have made it to Eastpool, but their work ain't done yet. So the way I see it, neither is mine. If it's food or lumber or strong backs they need, the rest is ready to provide it.
Thank you, Martha.
No, thank you. You didn't have to help us.
I wanted to.
Na és amúgy mi lesz akkor? Csak kérdem. Ha lelkesen elpusztítjuk a nyomorult kristályokat. És a Blight az ugyanúgy terjed tovább vidáman. Akkor azt úgy. Akkor az úgy nem lesz egy kicsit cumi. Mert hogy elpusztítottunk, most már meg se számolom mennyit. Egyetlen egy kristály marad. És nekem nem tűnik úgy, hogy ez a Blight az javulna, vagy bármi.
And?
Hát értem, hogy ez volt a nagy ötlet, de mi van, ha nem? Tehát, hogyha kiderül, hogy az anyakristályok áldottak, ők védték eddig a világot, meg szétverjük őket, mert egy idióta barom ezt találta ki.
Cole said it was an army of Akashi. What will happen to me?
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills are crawling with Akashic and the valleys are full of it?
How may I help you today, Clive?
Nagyon jó. Gift. Talisman priming.
You earned this.
És 1550-nél van valami bármi. Na, a priming az megbusztolja a prime-ot? Csak hogy így tippeljek. Lionheart tonik időtartalmát 30 másodperc. Melyik az a Lionheart tonik? Nincs is. Ez egy igen hasznos amulet, jó van.
Clive! Quick look.
A nagy igazságszolgáltatás. 45 renovnél.
Think you can help?
Jó, előtte megnézzük, mert itt a bordon maradt egy, ez biztos. Mert a csakóbót találtuk, meg nem a packot. Hát de nem találtuk meg őket, bazd meg.
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Here you go.
Na jó, ezt majd megcsináljuk.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
Mi folyik itt, kérem?
You know what you have to do. Clive, I fear that I must bid you farewell. As you know, our time grows short. The Lord Chief Justice's vultures are circling. We must strike now.
Tényleg, ők voltak a Robin Hoodok, nem Batmanek.
Though I may not always have been your most vocal ally, I trust you, as I trusted your predecessor.
Thank you. I appreciate the sentiment, and I understand more than anyone how you
Segíteni
feel.
fogunk neki elkapni a
Is
bírót.
revenge really the answer?
It is the one I found, and it is all that I have lived for since that day.
But what of Lostwing? Everything you've built.
I built Lostwing to achieve this aim. Once it is done, the village will have served its purpose. My comrades and I are sure of our cause, and we shall fight to the last, come what may. But there are those among us who cannot fight. Children, the elderly, bearers afflicted by the curse. I would place Lostwing in their hands, if I thought it would do them any good. But a village home only to the frail and the infirm is not likely to stay a safe haven for long. And so, Clive, I find myself turning to you once more.
Én nem maradok
Will you take them to your
örökre.
hideaway, that they might live even should
Ja,
Lostwing
azt lehet.
I will.
Thank you. I will not have it said that I did not see to the well-being of those who rallied to my cause. The people I speak of have withdrawn to Goten's Bales, away from danger in case the Black Shields strike.
Understood. I'll make sure they get to the hideaway safely.
Then the last of my preparations are complete. Fare you well, Clive. And may Griga guide us. All of us.
To Gotan's Bales, then. And quickly, before anyone else finds them. Everyone, Quinton has asked that you come with me. He can no longer guarantee your protection, but I can. There's a safe place I can take you to.
Well, if that's what the Master thinks best. Sid, none of us would be standing here today if it weren't for Master Quinton. We owe him our lives. So we ain't about to start telling him what he should do with his. If he's saying we ain't safe in Lost Wing no more, it's 'cause he ain't coming back. And if that's what has to happen, then so be it. I only hope he can see this through to the end. That we get to see justice done.
I hope so too.
Oi! You lot! Where's everyone else? They ain't already left, have they?
They've gone with Master Quinton.
Fuck! Fuck! Fuck!
What's wrong?
I've just come from the Justice's Manor. We have to get Quinton to call off the attack. It ain't just the Black Shields protecting the place. He's got a guard dog and all. A fucking monster. They don't stand a chance against that thing. If I don't get the message to them, they're all gonna fucking die.
We can't let this happen.
Így lesz belőle boss fight.
Don't worry about us, you've got to catch up with him. We can't let Quinton die before that bastard does.
Tudtam én, hogy mi nyírjuk ki a bírót.
Where is this manor?
It's way over to the east, through the woods. Heavenhall, he calls it.
Promise us, Sid. Promise us you'll do what you can.
Hát ezért jöttem eredetileg. 1300 mi? Hát ez nem a sarkon van. Gyere, Chocobo.
Let's go.
Faster!
Bocs, nem érek rá.
Don't tell me I'm too late. Quinton, Are you all right?
No. But I am alive. Which is more than I can say for my comrades. They followed me without question all the way here. And they died. For nothing.
Ja, ott van Fifi. Gyere, gyere.
This must be the guard dog. Quentin.
Rám.
You go. But your comrades didn't die for nothing. They died for you. Don't let their sacrifice be in vain.
I won't.
Come on then.
Hát akkor a bíró beszopatta őket.
There's a rabid beast that needs to be put down.
Fifi kuka.
If only we'd arrived earlier. Is it over?
It is. He wept and begged for mercy.
Egyben volt.
And I cut him from ear to ear. Just as I dreamed of doing all these years. All my plans. Building a haven in Lostwing. Freeing bearers from their chains and recruiting them to my cause. It was all for this. But what is this? Justice? My faithful comrades. All those lives lost. So that I might take another.
Quentin.
Master Quentin! Oh, thank Grieger you're safe.
You're alive.
And so are you. I'm so sorry. I tried to warn you about that thing. And I hate to say it, but there's more bad news. It's Lostwing. It's been flooded.
What? Lostwing. My Lostwing.
And look who's here.
They must have stolen in after we left, just before the flood struck. What if there are still people in there?
Don't be a fool!
Damn it. It's not going to last long in there. Come on, Torgal. We need to make this quick.
Hon van? Ja, ott vannak. Feloszláltól. Süti fogáktól.
I need to find Quentin.
No.
Quentin! Quentin! Look at me! Thank the Founder. He hasn't turned. I'm going to get you out of here. Welcome back to the land of the living.
Is Lostwing?
The flood has filled the valley.
És ha most visszamegyünk, tényleg?
I see. Then all is at an end. A strange way to achieve one's life's ambition.
No, Master Quentin. Save your strength.
Why? All that I strove for is gone.
Na, hát akkor most alapítsatok falut, éljetek boldogan, engem meg adjatok XP-t.
I have nothing left to live for.
Már nagyon fáj a bal szemem, nagyon pihentetni kéne.
What, I sent you? Don't try telling me you only freed us so you could get revenge. We're more than that to you, and we all know it.
I thought you weren't coming back. But I prayed, and you did. There's got to be a reason for that, right? Can't we just go back to how it was? You know, you looking after us all.
Your work ain't over yet, Master Quinton. We believed that you were the right man to lead us, and we still do.
Your village may be lost, but it seems your people aren't, so long as you remain to guide them.
But why? After what why would anyone follow me?
'Cause we're family, aren't we?
Family?
Yeah, and all our comrades who went with you, they felt the same. Lostwing weren't just a village. It was all of us.
It was. And as long as we're still here, it is too.
We can start again. Build a new Lostwing, right here in the Bales.
A fresh start. One life ends, and another begins. Why just a village? We could build towns. A nation, even. What's to stop us?
That's the Master Quinton we know.
Please. I am nobody's master. Quinton will suffice. After all, we are family. Permit me to withdraw my request. I will no longer be needing your help in looking after my people.
I'll pretend you never asked.
But you must be rewarded for your efforts on our behalf. You saved my life twice over. And more besides.
A bottle or two of your finest red will suffice.
Of course. Nothing but the best. And I have a feeling that this year's vintage will be the finest yet. If you don't mind waiting, that is.
I look forward to it.
Hát reménykedtem benne, hogy kapunk valahol valami receptet, vagy valami kis tápot, de igazándiból ezek ilyen lezárások voltak. Elvarták a szálakat azokon a helyeken, ahol jártunk. Ami nem baj, csak jó lett volna még egy kicsit tápolni a vége előtt. Isten igazándiból nem lett volna rossz. Jó, hát még itt beszélünk a szerencsétlennel. De már nagyon az utolsókat rugom. Úgyhogy hajózni biztos, hogy holnap fogunk. Egy-két ilyen beszélgetése itt van, meg valami előkészület, azt még letudhatjuk. Úgyhogy holnap minél könnyedebben menjen a áthajózás.
Do you think this ship will ever sail?
Most ugye a csajnak gyűjtjük össze a könyveket. Mert túl erős a motor, amit csinált, a széttépi a hajó. És azt még valamit mókolni kell rajta, hogy át tudjunk vele hajózni, ugye?
What do we have here? Sid's pipes. Something tells me Mid won't be needing these.
A cigije. Csövei. Ott volt a cigi. Hát szerintem még mindig van itt valami, de hát ez egy ilyen pici hely.
I remember seeing this doll in Sid's cellar. I wonder if it was Mid's. Huh. What's this tucked inside it? Sid's best invention. Huh. That sounds promising. So Sid hid something in Mid's first opus. What would that be? Perhaps Otto might know.
Well, did you find anything?
Possibly. You wouldn't happen to know what Mid's first opus was?
Opus? That girl's as tone deaf as a banshee. Unless you mean the orchestrion. She couldn't have been more than, what, 11, 12 when she cobbled that thing together? It surprised us all. Not least her dad. You should have seen how proud he was of the little scamp. What's that battered old box have to do with anything?
I think Sid may have hidden something inside it.
Wouldn't surprise me. Those two and their bloody treasure hunts. Half the things in the hideaway were hidden one time or another.
Hát nem ilyen túrót dughatott el egy ilyen hülye dobozba.
Cole said it was an army
Derítsük
of a
ki.
caching. What will happen to Mid and the others?
I didn't break it. Well, I didn't break it.
What didn't you break?
Nothing. We didn't break nothing. We definitely didn't break the orchestrion.
What's wrong with it?
It's broken. Except when it isn't. See?
And you had nothing to do with this?
No, nothing. We just wanted to listen to all the songs at once. So we pressed all the buttons. Like this. See?
Amúgy nem akarom mondani, de ott van a zenei puzzle.
Alright, out of the way.
A zenegé. Viszont nem bírom tovább, srácok, úgyhogy... Holnap zenei puzzle-el indítunk. Elmentjük szépen. Igyeni. 42, nice. Meg a 43-at behúzni. 18 az XP. Na, akkor holnap 7 óra, ha nektek is megfelel. Mára pedig engedjetek el. Jaj. Jaj. Na. Pa-pa.